Hey, America, Shamagop here. Yeah, you crazy conservative. I've been listening to all my political stuff all week. Had a great week off. All these kids coming down the street now think I'm crazy as hell. They're probably right. Got a long story, and there's a lot of bad language, and you ain't gonna like it. That's done. It's book one. We're on book two. Maybe you like me, maybe you don't. I don't give a damn. Love everyone else, hate me. That's all right. Found that out. I'm okay with that. I say I talk to God and Diablo. I'm a conservative. I don't believe in abortion, but I'm willing to meet everyone at least the first heartbeat, for crying out loud. Kids, go see what an abortion is. Jeez, what they do. Oh, horrible, horrible. And I've talked to, it's a long story. I got lots of long stories. People like to hear them out on the street. Maybe you don't like to hear them here. I don't know. It's kind of funny, though. I've had God all week. I was just on the casino yesterday, and whew, I had a blast. I haven't slept for 2 weeks. I mean, I've slept, but 20 minutes here, 20 minutes. I'm 8 hours refreshed. I'm out doing crazy shit, talking to people. I call myself a guardian angel. That's what I like to do. I'm that a-hole that gives you unsolicited advice that you're not asking for. But I try to make a joke about it and tell you why I screwed up, or someone I know screwed up, or the story I heard about. And I try to tell you not to make that same mistake. And by some point or another, I mention God, and I believe there's a higher power for all of us. I don't see him like anybody else, and unfortunately, sometimes I swear there's voices in my head going 300 miles an hour, 3 of them. I could describe them to you. It's a long story. I know they're my id, my ego, my superego. I've done the deep dives on Freud. I follow Dr. Jordan Peterson. God told me I got to go listen to his newest video because he's not afraid to put himself out there and look, you know, who he is. I said, God, are you kidding me? Now, there's a lot of swears going on in my head right now. This is the conversation we had, and I had. I said, now it might be my deep subconscious that I'm finally listening to. I hit $1,000. I'll tell you how quick Diablo works. I hit $1,000. I'm not even going to tell you the story. It's a long story. Never mind. Diablo popped in. He wanted me to do something. I says, you know what? I'm on board. I started walking out the door of the casino, and I caught myself. No, that's your conscience. That goes all the way back to the 10 Commandments, the Bible. Everything comes from the books, man. You don't have to believe me. And I'm talking all the books. I've gone through them. I've listened. I don't read jack. I listen. I find it. I observe. I see things around me. I'm talking to freaking birds, and they're answering me. Yeah, I know that's crazy shit. I know. Lots of people do things like this. I never believed them. I didn't believe any of this shit. Man, it's crazy. Anyway, where the hell was I going with this? Oh, I totally forgot. I'm 10 minutes late for work. It's a long story, too. Ask a couple of my buddies. They'll confirm them. Most of my stories there, I have to tame them. I tame everything down. Because if you really knew the truth, you'd think I'm crazy. If you know me, then you already know. Depends which hospital they bring me to. That's a whole different couple of long stories. I've seen my life a couple times. I try to tell people. I tell stories. And usually they laugh like hell until I get too dark and I see how dark I can get. And they start running away like their hair's on fire. And it makes me laugh. And then I can't remember the punchline because God says you ain't telling that one again. But then I can't remember them to try to tell somebody else. And it kills me. And I know that's all memory and that's all that. And I'm working on all that. I work with Freud's theory, and I use music instead of pictures, and that's a long story anyway. Where the hell was I going with this? God wants me to do so much more. I'm a lazy prick. I'm like, nah, screw it. I'm done. I know everybody else be like, come on, I blocked him. Oh, that's my point. I blocked him out for today because I got to go back to work. Thanks, God. Let's just finish up, will you? We're already going to be late. Anyway, that's how we roll. It's a long story. I read the crowd. I see pictures. Go back to my Facebook and zoom things around and take a look. Maybe you'll see what I see. Maybe I don't. But God loves to play with us. Nobody believes me. I've got dad jokes, a 6 cent joke. All the long stories. Where the hell was I going with this? A little help here, please. Oh, I went off track again. The 3 guys are running around swearing up a storm, and it's so hard to control. Yeah, that's how I roll every day, every minute of my life. Oh yeah. He says, you blocked me out, and what happened? I didn't realize this until I went to the... Well, there's ways to find Diablo that I'm not going to ever explain to you, that I find him. You find your own way. He'd find you. I don't need to tell you how to find him. I know how I know when he's finding me and I catch him, okay? That's my subconscious that comes from my religious beliefs, that's God, whatever you want to call it. Something, I go, bam, whoa, whoa, and then we have an argument. And then the three guys join in, and then I hear music, and then this band's playing, and everybody I normally see is dead or has a foot in the grave anyway, which is, oh, that's a whole, it's a whole nother different story. Oh, yeah, I went to the store, and I barked out God today. I said, hey, you got to go back home. We'll wait till I get my day off or whatever, or take a walk, and we'll go talk to people in bus balls and whatever. You know, God don't get to do that. That's why he likes all the, you know, comedians that are actually funny. I'm just saying, it's a long story. Anyway, where the hell was I going with? Oh, yeah. So I barked God out all day. My wife come home. The kids come home from their trip. I was so happy to see them. They've been gone 2 weeks, so I took 2 weeks off. Long story. Anyway, they went to girls, and they all speak. It's a whole long story. I said, no, I'll stay with the dog. I didn't know what we were going to do. But I did a bunch of work around the house, too. Got my ass moved. It's a whole long story, too. That goes back to a different Jordan Peterson thing I was listening to, and he's right. And then whoever he talks about, then I do a deep dive into that person. I can't tell you word for word. I'm never going to be able to quote the Bible or anything. Or I can tell you the gist about everything I hear, listen to, see. The problem is, every time I see something, I put it into a comedic form. So if I'm listening to the Bible, I hear the story and it goes to the Blues Brothers or it goes to whatever movie. That's one of my favorite comedy movies. But, oh, I had an awesome tape with me and the devil arguing, and I mentioned how my brain works. Oh, that's a whole different long story, how I figured out my brain. Actually, God gave me that joke. And he swears at me a lot. But I found out from this girl, Hope, God calls me MFer. And I mean, it's going crazy right. Oh, because I'm late. I get it. It's a whole long story. Oh, Hope. She said, no, use it. She was a very religious girl. Very nice. Had the little, I wasn't like I knew she was religious off the bat, but she had a cross around her neck and an earring on each side. You can pretty much figure that shit out, right? Oh, I wasn't supposed to swear. I'm sorry. The three guys are lighting up right now. Everything's lighting up. My neurons are flying. Oh, I just saw that video too. But it was Jacob's Ladder. Anyway, that's a whole different long story. Where the hell was I going? Oh, you three fucking morons. Oh, there we go again. Oh, yeah, when I went to the store, I barked out God all day, and I've been pissed because they come home, and I was happy, and they're like, here, Dad. I said, why didn't you send me pictures? They pissed me off. All right? It's a long story. I did my own share. I'm an asshole. All right? I'm a good guy. I try to be a good dad. I wasn't following what I was supposed to be following. You find your own way. I found mine through God, Jesus, Mary, and all these guys are swearing up a storm. I'm a pagan. I'm blasphemous. I'm everything you don't want to ever hear in a religion, a book, or whatever. Where was I going? Oh, my God, I'm so lost now. I get 25 stories flying through my head, and there's 10 more joining. Oh, shoot. We could do this all day if you want to. Oh, yeah. Anyway, he just reminded me. I went in the store, and I have these tergiums in my eyes. I was in the Middle East, and I have blonde hair. It's Polish-Irish thing. I don't like bright sun. Anyway, I went in the store, and the guy in the store said, oh, my God, what's wrong with you? I said, what are you talking about? He goes, your eyes, they're so red, this, that, and the other thing. And I said, what the hell are you talking about? I have little tergiums. Yeah, after I shower, I'm tired. My eyes get red. It looks like I've been smoking too much, and sometimes I'm smoking too many cigars. He goes, no, it's bleeding. I go, what? Well, I realize I'm channeling Diablo instead of God. We've been joking all the way here. Unfortunately, when I joke with Diablo, bad shit seems to happen around me. And there's like 10 cruises that went the other way down the highway, state police. Now, we didn't cause that shit, I hope. But it's just when I'm thinking bad thoughts, shit around me, I see it. It's probably always been happening. I just never noticed. I'm like, oh, there goes a gang of people with machetes. Hey, guys, let me tell you something. Oh, that's a whole nother different story. Oh, Jesus. Where was I going? Oh, yeah, anyway, when you channel Diablo, I can tell you how to find him, but check out my eyes. I got to go close up and try to hold this steady. When I find her, it's all full of blood. Careful, Jane. All that shit I used to hear people say, the Amityville horrors and all that. I'm like, long story, but oh my God, I believe so many more people these days. Anyway, America, there's millions of people talking to God right now. We got the New World Order gonna take over the whole freaking world. I don't give a shit, because, oh, here we go, talking about nuking the whole thing again. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. They're flying. Oh, I gotta calm everything down. My shrink's gonna be calling me any minute. It's a long story, too. I like the kid. She's all right. Shut up. If you could hear what he's saying now, that's what I was supposed to say. Now I'm in a good mood again, but when I get to work, I'm going to act like I'm not. But I'll keep God around. If people hear me laugh listening to Kevin's Corner, because I got him on right now. He's one of my favorite boys. But I got Kevin on. Man, I feel like I grew up with him. I feel like he's my buddy. Everything he talks about is like right in my wheelhouse. I'm like, ah! And then he makes a joke, and I make a joke in my head off of his joke, and then God makes a joke, and the three a-holes run around, and each one of them makes a joke. And then sometimes Diablo pops up, and I can't usually repeat what he says because it's really nasty and weird. And if you've heard anything I've ever said, make that so much worse. I can't repeat it. Anyway, I got to get to work. Oh, now I'm 20 minutes late. I was doing math, and if I subtracted 10 minutes and added 10, then I'd be this much earlier, but instead I'm 40 minutes. It's a long story. I got that one from Pat Gray. Check those guys out. Anyway, guys, what can I tell you? I hope any of this recorded. I won't remember what I just said. And I'm over 10 minutes. I'm at 11. Where the hell am I at? Where's my cheaters? Oh, hold on. I can't finish it like that. The stupid dog took my cheaters. Anyway, well, here we go. I got it. Let me see. I can't see the little red light. I suck with technology in case you didn't figure this shit out. I haven't gotten any better because I procrastinate. It's a whole long story. Where am I at now? My teeth are always kind of gross because I chew too many cigars. I should look like Tom Cruise, but too much money I spent. It's a long story. Oh, shit. I think I'm covering the microphone. What the hell am I at? I'm at 11. Oh, let's end it at 12. Here's the little button. 12.